I've been avoiding all the things because I don't want to be spoiled.
Understandable. Okay. Local recording.
I saw, by the way, that you named Ifrit Jubilee, and I thought that was amazing.
I saw that you left a reaction on the VOD,
Yes.
which is funny.
All right, guys. I think we're ready to go. You guys ready?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to YNIN's Cartridge Blowers, the show where we give video games a second chance to make a first impression. I'm Cody Coleman, and with me, as always, is Nikki Wright.
Hello.
And Matt Krua.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Welcome, sir.
Hello.
This is the show where in the second half we play video games based around a theme. And this week, the theme is games that happened in real history. Not like, you're not controlling actual people from history, but the games take
you could
place. True.
On a game, right?
That's maybe so. Maybe like when you actually play a World War II game, you could accidentally cause the Nazis to win real World War II. I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like a video game where you take control of the actual living person in the past?
Yeah.
So
and
I'm
control
like,
their actions.
I'm like VR Lincoln, and I can like super hot my way past the assassin's bullet.
Mm-hmm.
And then I turn around and I throw my hat, and it Kung Lao's him
Yeah.
in half, and then president for life.
That's how it works.
Cool.
You know?
Makes sense, yeah.
We got to make the right video game, and then we can control history. That's
The
how
one
it
with
works.
time travel mind control.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Okay.
Yeah, we get on that. Anyway, that's what we're going to play in the second half. If you are watching us after the fact, as you can every other week on YouTube, which is youtube.com/YNINpod or youtube.com/C/cartridgeblowers, you can watch the great old edited part and skip ahead to all the parts you want to skip ahead to by clicking on the timestamp in the description below. But if you're watching this live, as you can every other Friday on twitch.tv/cartridgeblowers, you're just going to have to listen to us jibber jabber. Talk about all the things that we want to talk about before we get there. You're ours now. I'm sorry. But
there's nowhere to run.
Yeah.
Welcome to YouTube. It's living hell forever.
That's their tagline, actually.
Yeah, Google actually introduced that, and we're rolling it out here live on Cartridge Blowers. I hope you like this and all of your data that we just stole.
Yeah, we've been working real hard on that
Boy,
data stealing.
Half of you are like cheating on your wives. What's the matter with you?
Right. Yeah, and the other half of you are just dirty sex perverts. Super nasty. And I love it.
We welcome all types here. Actually, that's not entirely true.
We don't judge much.
No, just
we definitely judge a little.
Just a smidgen. Yeah. But anyway, that's what you have to look forward to. That's our entire history, being very judgy. But before we get to all that video game playing goodness, what did we play just in our own personal lives throughout the last 2 weeks? Anything?
I play video games.
Kind of count on you two, honestly.
I play video games. I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay.
Gosh. I feel like I always play video games. My life is a mess.
Like why we have a show or something.
No, it's so stupid. I played Nintendo Labo, which is
Let's talk about that.
It's kind of video games.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so.
It's creativity at the very least.
Right. I ordered a big box of cardboard.
A box of boxes.
And when you open it up, it's like a big briefcase, and it opens up, and inside are like 30 sheets of cardboard for which you can poke things out. And there is a Switch case inside of a Switch cartridge for the Nintendo Lab.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah.
And so I got the variety kit and the robot kit, but I've only touched the variety kit so far. And so BB and I went through it together. BB's my niece. We went through it together, and it brings you through step by step throughout the entire process on how to build certain things that are inside the kit. It starts you out with a tutorial. You pop some things out of some cardboard. You fold them together. They snap together pretty nice. It makes a very firm fit. and like it brings you through this tutorial where you make like a Joy-Con holder, which is like
Okay.
the most useless thing I've ever seen in my life.
Well,
it's not impressive. But,
Okay. Go ahead.
But it gets you ready for what you're going to be doing. And so on the first day, we decided we were going to do the shortest project, which is to build an RC car. And what it took was we popped some pieces out. We then folded them together. It's a lot of folding along creases, a lot of popping tabs into holes. And at the end of the day, we got this thing that kind of looked like, man, my only comparison is like the Spider Slayer robot from the 90s Spider-Man cartoon.
I sadly know what you're talking about.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah.
Let's put the Spider Slayer robot up here next to my face.
Here,
Cool.
I'll superimpose it.
Thank you. Now I'm the Spider Slayer. This is great. And so it looks kind of like that. Pardon. And you slot the Joy-Cons into the side.
Okay.
And then on the screen of the Switch, there are buttons for you to press. And it vibrates the Joy-Cons that you have slotted into this cardboard Spider Slayer in such a way that it moves when you press the buttons on this virtual controller.
Yeah.
And it kind of rules.
Okay.
Like you're using this controller in a way that, like, the Joy-Con is a video game controller. You're using it in a way that I wouldn't really think to use it at all.
It's very clever.
It is.
I guess it
super
just
clever.
knows exactly how to vibrate.
I mean, right, but then you can also customize it, right? So there are levers on the screen where you can change the vibrational frequency, and you can make one Joy-Con vibrate harder than the other for like hard turns. And like it adjusts within like pinpoint accuracy. So
That's really cool, actually.
yeah, there's a lot going on there. And then like secretly, so the way the Labo cartridge is set up, it's this fake laboratory that you joined with these 3 characters that are very Nintendo characters. They're very fun and fanciful, that are based around the ideas of building, playing, and discovering. And so one of them leads you through the build process. One of them is like, hey, here's some games you could play with this RC car. And then the discovery person is like, here's how some shit works, and let's get into the nuts and bolts of it. And so, like, for instance, you go through the discovery part, and it shows you that, well, actually, did you know one of these Joy-Cons has an IR camera, and you can use this because it's actually always on while we're running this car around. And so you can use it to, like, find reflective surfaces, and then it will automatically drive over there.
Oh, cool.
And this is just the RC car, and it's like, it's so silly. Then they're like, guess what else? There's a second RC car in there. Pop that bad boy out, get 2 more Joy-Cons, and then you can have like sumo battles to play kids like.
Lucky for you, you have like 4 billion Joy-Cons at this point.
I do have every Joy-Con currently that is not packaged with the system.
Excellent.
I am currently at peak Joy-Con. So yeah, we built the other car, and then they encourage you to go wild and design it, which BB had a blast doing. There are other cutouts where you can like customize like face plates for it, but then they're like, hey, just cut out whatever shape you want, do whatever, glue googly eyes to it, we don't care, and come up with your own games.
The real question: did you have battle bots?
Yes.
Cool.
We had wedge type battle bots. That's what this was. And like at one point you're getting like a sort of wedge that you attach to the mouth of this RC car, and then the whole goal of the game is to flip the other person over. And I'm like, this is the
That's
dream. This is the
amazing.
dream. Yeah. So we started building the fishing pole.
Okay.
Which was one of the ones I'm most excited about because the game for it looked pretty neat. We didn't get through with it because the RC car build time is about 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay.
Everything else is minimum an hour.
Oh, wow.
All the way up to, like, the piano takes about 2 hours.
Wow.
Okay. That's a long time.
Yeah. But the piano is pretty impressive if you've seen
The
it at
piano's
all.
pretty incredible.
Yeah. And so we got halfway through the fishing pole, and the way it works is pretty incredible because it's a telescoping object that you're creating. but
Yeah.
you're making it out of cardboard, and there's no glue involved, and there's nothing like you're. It's just
Really? There's
it's
no glue?
yeah, no, there's no glue for anything. No tape, no
Really?
anything. Everything just
It's
fits
just
together perfectly.
slot A into slot B?
Yeah, and like nothing feels flimsy about it. It's really weird. I mean, it feels flimsy now because someone spilled fucking water on it. But
That was you, wasn't it?
no, it wasn't me.
Oh no. Who
No,
was it?
I don't
Cat?
know. I think
One
someone
of
left a
the
cup of water, and
1 billion
then
cats?
yes, one of the billions, the Legion. Um, so haven't finished the fishing pole. Not sure if I can. But the other
Aw.
stuff is safe. I'm looking forward to building the piano at some point. But the cool thing is, like, you're not going to get through this in one day
Okay.
because there's just too much to it. And, pardon, I got to one part that I thought was extremely interesting. So, there's a secret lab that you can find by digging around in the menus on the cartridge. And within that, you can program your own programs.
Yeah.
And so, like, people have been doing really crazy stuff. If you look around on Twitter or YouTube for like Labo, I guess mods, I don't know what you would actually search for, but you can find really crazy stuff. Someone programmed a Game and Watch game
Really?
in it. Yeah, so it's
That's
the Game and
fun.
Watch game Ball, and all they did was they just put a piece of paper over the screen, and then it's just a light going back and forth. You can make really simple rhythm games, like Guitar Hero style, where you're just pressing things along to music that you play with the piano.
Neat.
So someone made a game with the IR camera where they were like throwing cards into a hat, and every time that they made a card into the
Oh, I
hat,
saw that
it ticked
one.
up a point.
Yeah.
So the IR camera was detecting it. There's it seems like kind of baby's first game programming studio.
Which is very
That's
awesome.
kind of cool.
Yeah, and that's on top of all this cardboard weird ass cool shit that comes with it. But like then you can just kind of do whatever you want, and I'm expecting some crazy stuff to be coming soon. I don't know. It's a really neat product. I don't think it's for everybody still.
I could imagine not.
But I mean, like, especially at the price point, though I saw it on sale already for $50.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
they were,
cheaper than a game.
yeah, it's on sale on eBay for $50. So, you know,
That's cool. Yeah, I want to play around with it. And just pretend like I'm more creative than I am.
sure,
So, yeah.
sure. I mean, I would compare it a lot to Lego,
Right on.
where there's, this sort of maker atmosphere to it, but also you can just follow the instructions if you're not that type of person.
Okay.
Which I would put myself kind of like in between. Like I'm not gonna
Yeah.
make, from scratch like a fucking Sistine Chapel statue or something, but like I could probably make something kind of neat. But also I'd probably just rather follow the directions. That, yeah,
Yeah,
but
or you could probably download directions from
sure.
something else too.
And also it's a fun collaborative experience.
Yeah.
I mean I do happen to have a small child around, but I actually think it'd be pretty fun for, really anyone who wants to, like, if you're not doing it by yourself.
Right
I,
on.
I recommend not doing it by yourself.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, played around with Labo. Other thing I
Excellent.
played this week, I played a game on the Switch. I don't stop me if I talk about this. I thought I did, but maybe I didn't. A game called Rogue Aces. Did I talk about that?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Explain what it is.
Rogue Aces is a plane video game. Not like boring, but aeroplane.
No, I assumed.
Sure. It's
This does not sound familiar. No.
okay. So you're a plane. It's 2D. You start on a boat, and you are given random missions.
Okay.
The entire world is also randomly generated every time you start because this is a roguelike game, kind of like Rogue Legacy and stuff like that.
Okay.
Except you're a plane and you're in the middle of a war and you're given random missions and you must do them. When you do it, you gain power ups
Okay.
and experience. When you gain certain amounts of experience, you level up, and your levels are carried in between playthroughs because you only have 3 planes, and once you die, you die. And then you come back with whatever level you had, and you can use that to get kind of permanent stat boosts, enabling you to go further and further into the game. But it's a 2D kind of dogfighting plane game where you've got different bombs, you've got a machine gun, but the real fun of it is that you have really good control in the air. It just feels good. I don't know. I don't really know how to
Okay.
describe, because I feel like I'm not selling this game enough. It's got a pretty fun sense of humor. One of my favorite lines is when you start a brand new campaign and the general who gives you the missions is like, "Whoopsie, looks like I started a war. Well, go off and blow some planes." Um,
Ah, beans.
right. And then there's other modes involved. There's an arcade mode. There is a sort of long form campaign that is kind of like a board game almost,
Oh,
where
cool.
you're doing each of your lives kind of takes you across multiple islands. And again, everything is randomly generated. So your missions are random. Your the terrain that you fly over and have to attack is random. As you go further, the planes that you're fighting in the air and the tanks and stuff on the ground get stronger. Um, I can't really think of any games to compare it to.
Okay.
I would say, like, it's a side-scrolling shooter at the end of the day, like something
Okay.
like Gradius-ish, but it's definitely not, because you can go left and right and you have full control over the world. So something like, what's that helicopter game from like the Atari era?
Shoplifter?
Choplifter, a little bit, right?
Okay.
Except you're playing, so you're fast. And I don't know, it's a lot of fun. I feel like my words aren't doing it justice, so just look up videos.
Okay. Sure. Maybe I'll put a trailer in
Yeah,
while
it's
you,
it's
while you
it's
speak.
it's pretty cheap. I think it was like $12.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
that's not bad at all.
and oddly enough, it is a game that is console only, even though it really seems like it would be like a PC game
Hmm.
like crazy. But you can get it on PS4, Xbox One, or Switch.
It's console only for now.
As far as I know, they're not developing a PC version.
Really?
Yeah, it's really weird.
Hmm. That is odd.
But
All
yeah,
right.
that's
Well,
what I've been playing.
cool. Nikki, what about you?
Come
Oh.
on.
Look at me with such disdain. All right, cool. I finished the Blaster Master Zero, which game's fun. I originally got the bad ending, and then I got the good ending, or the real ending.
That last
Complete
level is kind of tough.
it is, yeah, absolutely. But that game is super fun. And then, so I beat that. Really liked it. And then I started playing Shovel Knight, which is a game Matt has praised for a long time on this show, and I decided I would give it another shot because I wanted something to play on the Switch, and that seemed like the one. Because I can't get people to tell me that Sonic Forces is good and I should spend money on it. So I gave up. But yeah, and really not much else to say. We've talked about those two games to death on the past in this show. So thumbs up on both of them. Go play them. They are worth the money. And yeah. So why don't we briefly talk about stuff that's coming out?
Yes.
There's only two things, so
Let's predict the future.
yeah. So yeah, unfortunately, not a lot is coming out in the next couple weeks, but there are two things. One is a game coming out on May 9th, 2018, called Siberia. And it's coming out for the PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. And it describes itself as a puzzle game, but the point of your puzzles are to convince your enemies to destroy one another through various manipulations. And there's not much else that they talk about, but that kind of sells me to have the puzzle game be convince gang warfare between thine enemies.
Like, what's the game look like? What is it?
I think they're like robot enemies, so it's not like you're having the Yakuza destroy I don't know the carnies that pissed you off or anything.
Sure,
But,
sure, that makes sense.
yeah. So yeah, it sounds pretty interesting. Not a lot of information, but that tagline, man, I'm curious enough to try to pick it up. So yeah. Then really the only other thing, May 18th, Little Nightmares is getting a Switch release, and I'll chalk that up to another PC game that I wish I hadn't started playing already, so that I could play it on the Switch, along with Stardew Valley, and I believe there was another one as well, South Park. So yeah, but Little Nightmares is fun. It's very creepy. I have been told I am no longer allowed to play it at night before my wife and I go to bed. So yeah, the style is very neat. So yeah, give it a shot, especially now that it's coming out for the Switch. You can kind of play it anywhere, and it's worth it. It's not a very expensive game. I think it's like $10 to $15. So give it a shot.
You can buy it again, Cody.
I could. I haven't beaten it yet. So
There it is.
yeah,
It's waiting for you.
yeah, my lord. And that's really it. That's really all I got. Anything coming out that you would like to talk about, Matt? Nikki?
No.
No? All right. Well, then why don't we just go back into history and play some games?
Let's do it.
Yeah. So, like I said, this week the theme is historical games. Games that took place in real-life historical times and not some fake shit. And I think I have Matt up first.
Okay.
So, Matt.
So I decided to go to Steam and I found the historical tag, and then I looked at all games with the historical tag, and then I sorted them by good.
Okay, I didn't realize there was a historical tag.
Yes. Now there's
That
a
would have
problem.
made my search easier.
Well, there is an issue.
Okay.
And the issue was this. The issue was that I'm on the PC. I'm looking at historical games. There are 99% strategy.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty much like Civilization, Crusader Kings, Age of Empires, Red Alert, yeah. All of these are games that are, they take place during history, but they're not really a good fit for our show.
No. And then the others are like World War II first-person shooters.
Yeah, so that was so let's say 90% strategy, 5% World War II first-person shooters, and then 5% other stuff.
Okay.
So I had to dig a little hard for that other stuff. I found some cool things. There was a game called, oh man, I forget what it was called. It was like this sort of gladiator simulation.
Okay.
And that seemed kind of neat. But it also seemed not as mired in history as I would like. I wanted something that seemed vaguely real.
Okay.
There was another one that was like, it dealt with ancient Greek wars, but like also the gods were involved. And like, no. I need some real shit.
Yeah.
And then I found this game. I played a game called Wolverblade.
Wolverblade. Okay, cool.
That was the worst X-Men.
Yes, Wolverblade.
That's the Costco Wolverine.
Yes. So Wolverblade, let's see, it was designed by a company called Fully Illustrated, I think. Maybe that's just the name of the the website design they have. But Wolverblade was released last year, and it is a 2D beat 'em up.
Okay.
That is set in 120 AD, as the Romans are invading Britannia, and the Anglo-Saxons are attempting to stop the Roman hordes from their invasion. You can play as one of 3 different Britannians.
Okay.
I don't know what the true word is here. In order to hold off the hordes of the Roman legion. It is fully hand-drawn.
Cool.
But like, not like, say, Cuphead, like hand-drawn, let's say like a
Flash style or something.
Flash style, kind of, yeah. But it's each of the characters is fairly different. It's got 2-player simultaneous co-op if you want to do that. A couple different modes, like a campaign versus arcade. And on the map screen, when you're going between levels, you can see historical, like a sort of documentary video about that area and things that actually happened there.
Okay, that's kind of neat.
Yeah, I'm not going to show any of that, but it's in there.
Okay, cool. All right, neat.
So let's take a look at Wolverblade.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Now, I am gonna say Wolverblade is
user perps. Okay.
it is a bad name. It's a very bad name.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's badass. I don't know, but I think it's just bad.
Agreed.
Your character, and I find out something really cool,
Okay.
which is when you select them. I figured I'll be the girl because she has speed.
Good plan. Oh shit.
When you,
That's a
se-
sound.
when you select them, they scream. So I'm like, oh, I gotta select everybody. I gotta hear their scream.
Obviously. Oh,
Oh,
his scream was not as fun.
oh, some of them do a slash. I need to hear her scream again. You know, I need to hear her scream again. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so we're Guinevere. We're going to the Caledonian Woodland.
All right.
And I'm going to skip. There's a lot of cutscene. We'll see a little bit of it, I think. The Britannia, 120 AD.
Hey, good voice.
Yeah, no. This is like, I mean, I don't want to give it away, but I mean, I did say that I searched for good games. So
Yeah, that's true.
I played a pretty all right game this week.
Ooh.
And so, like, Boudica is an actual historical figure.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
And so, like, this art style here is pretty much the art style of the entire game.
I like it. I dig it.
Yeah,
It
no,
looks good.
it's an interesting choice. I would say kind of like maybe an indie comic book, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely moves. The animations are definitely
Like a flash, yeah.
Yeah.
And so you've got some different attacks. You got a light attack, a heavy attack. You got jumps. Her heavy attack doesn't really do anything because she's the light character.
Yeah.
But you're gonna see that I can slice with the best of them.
Yeah, she's fast as hell. Look at that.
And you're also gonna see that this game does not skimp on the violence.
Yeah, that's
'Cause-
pretty decapitations aplenty.
And
Oh,
pick up
you can pick up the head.
and throw it as a weapon
All right, cool.
multiple times. Yeah, so you can do, your normal kind of Streets of Rage-ish fight, beat 'em up stuff. There's grabs. I can pick up, weapons off the ground, as you can see, and toss them. I can pick up money, and I can use that for upgrades later on. I can find chickens, like there's one back there.
Man, this place is just lousy with Mjolnirs.
People keep dropping their Mjolnirs everywhere, and you'd think they'd take better care of them.
Right?
It's also got the old, beat 'em up standby of, hey, here's a bunch of the same dude.
Well, yeah.
Each character also has a special that takes life meter to use.
Okay.
So here I'm just kind of double checking the
Call
controls.
wolves.
We'll get to that.
Okay. Also rage.
We'll get to that a little later.
Alright.
So you can double jump, you can roll and dash, which I saw the roll dash and I was like, oh, I want to know that. There's a basic uppercut, which is like dash dash X. There's a down slash. There's my roll dash. Heck yeah, I'm gonna do that until I get into this cutscene.
Oh my.
And so I can summon wolves once per level.
Cool.
And it basically is a screen clear.
So is that her special, or can all characters call
all
wolves?
characters can call wolves
Okay.
once per level. I would compare it to, you ever play Streets of Rage 1?
I did.
So you can call the police in that game to come and kill everything on the screen. It's kind of like that.
Ah, man, I don't remember that.
It might have
That's
been Streets of
cool.
Rage 2 or 3, but I'm pretty sure it's 1.
Man, this is a very violent game.
Yeah.
But that's history for you.
And here I got like a special kill so I can juggle this guy a little more. That's pretty gross. There's no benefit to it that I know of, but just let me do it, so that's great. I'm gonna take this guy's head with me. It seems useful. Beans. So it is a beat 'em up. So I would say its weaknesses are that it does get kind of monotonous.
Yeah.
However, as I go on, I find different things to do that make it not as monotonous.
Right.
For instance, trying to get really long hit streaks is pretty fun.
Man.
But anytime you get hit, you get knocked out of your combo. And the more higher combo you have, the more points you get, and you can use points for nothing that I know of. So,
Well,
just like in any good video game.
yeah, I guess it's just your score.
Yeah. These spikes here, you're not going to see it in this video, but you can actually knock dudes into them, and they'll just get straight up impaled.
Shit. Of course you can.
Here I call my wolves.
Those wolves are useful. Why
This
is
one-
that guy just kneeling?
That wolf got caught on him and didn't kill him, and so he
Ah.
survived the wolf call.
Ah.
He did not get ball-toed.
That sounds like a pretty terrible fate. I'm not
Getting
gonna lie.
ball-toed.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that kind of lightning slash thing you saw was my special attack that was kind of draining my life.
I gotcha.
But it's a good thing if people get behind you.
You just
Though
pick up
honestly,
hands.
yeah, and if I sever their hands, I can throw them. The only things I really found that I truly struggled with here were archers. They're kind of jerks.
But you're the fast one.
I am, but they like to get really far away from me.
Well, that is what archers do.
I know, it's messed up, right?
Right. Like, how's that fair for you? Specifically.
It's rude, I feel.
I agree. Ah, dead.
I don't know why they're not looking out for me as a person, but
She just looks so angry.
I mean,
guess they
all the
all do.
characters in this game are very angry.
Why they gotta be so angry?
Here we've got a pretty high hit streak. We're gonna break 50 here. 10 kills in a row. And then some other jerks come in. What a bunch of idiots.
Right? They're just gonna keep your streak.
Come on, come on, come on. Let me get to that. No, I was so
combo
close.
breaker.
We're going to cut ahead here to my
Okay.
first checkpoint. And I come across this sort of town full of baddies. And we're going to try and take these guys out. There
Who
are a
just
lot.
hangs out with like their teeth out, just looking just super pissed off as they're chilling.
Romans?
I get all right.
These aren't Romans though. These are traitorous.
Scots.
These are traitorous Scots who have joined the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
And so there's like a heavy enemy,
Yeah.
and he's gonna try and wreck me, and he
Oh,
does.
you are murdered.
Yeah.
You're straight up historied.
That's game over. This is our game over screen. So I decided to switch characters, and I'm
Okay.
now in arcade mode. What I was playing was campaign. This is arcade. And this is the screen we're on now is the screen after that village. I just skipped everything you've already seen.
Okay. So what's
But-
the difference between arcade and campaign?
Arcade, you get continues and a certain amount of lives.
Okay.
Campaign has checkpoints. It's easier to get through the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah. But in this one, people drop food all the time too, so you can heal.
Oh, okay.
So I'm playing the heavy character, who he's got this big axe. He can do headbutts and suplexes. There goes one. And he does a lot more damage, and I think he's definitely way better. Like even though he's not as fast for sure, he just does so much more damage. Like I can just wreck dudes in
You
a couple
cut
of
that
hits.
guy in half.
Yeah, it didn't really matter. And this guy, the heavy, also has a much more pronounced strong attack, which is he pulls out that big axe,
I gotcha.
and it's got some good range on it. He's got a good shoulder tackle. I don't know. I like this guy a lot more. So yeah, we're just kind of slaughtering some dudes up here as the thunder roars behind us, which I think is exactly what happened in the old days.
Yeah, I think so too.
They waited for thunderstorms. And now we're going to get here to the first boss battle. This game takes itself pretty seriously.
Yeah. Though the acting is not bad.
Oh, for sure.
It's pretty decent.
So, you know, we've got a
Oh.
so this is my rage mode, which makes me invincible, and I can do attacks.
Dude.
That refills as I do
You Travis
rageful
touchdown.
things. Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
So the gimmick of this boss is to dodge his hammer, hit him when he smashes into the ground. Not unlike, you know, Bebop and Rocksteady would do this stuff a lot in old Ninja Turtles beat 'em ups.
So in this game, when you get very angry, you become invincible and able to just wail on people faster.
Correct.
When I get really mad, I just make poor decisions.
I mean, yeah. But you also make poor decisions when you're not angry.
Well, I guess that's true.
Yeah. He also has the ability to call minions, but, you know, my dude just wrecks shit, so it doesn't matter. They're nothing to me.
His health is falling slowly, though.
The boss?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a couple of bars of health, just like our characters do. And each time you deplete his health bar, he goes into sort of another formation. So now he's been doing kind of smaller attacks in between getting his hammer caught. Like that attack there. And that one there. But it's still all about kind of just dodging. I've got a block button, but if you know me and how I play any video game ever, block buttons are for fools. And I will not use it.
I never fucking remember that there is a block button, to be honest.
Like, unless the block button is me holding back, then I'm not going to block, sorry. And again, he keeps summoning dudes. There is a timer here in arcade mode.
Oh, that sucks.
I'm not going to fall to the timer, though. Don't worry. But really, it's just all about finding this guy's pattern. And he's, you know, just like any good beat-em-up boss, he is getting close to death, and he is now flashing red.
There you go. You made that guy not alive anymore.
He is no longer alive. And I can come over here and take his hammer.
Ah, cool.
And it replaces my actual regular attack. And there's like a history to every weapon when you pick them up.
Do you get to keep it permanently?
I get to keep it until it breaks. So
Okay.
I played a little bit of the next level, not on this video, but and there you can see my points. But yeah, it's an interesting game.
Cool. Excellent. All right. Anything else you would like to say about it?
No, pick it up. I feel like it was like $10-something. Wasn't bad.
Really?
Yeah,
Awesome.
So it's worth a playthrough.
Okay. Neat. All right. So I believe that Nikki was up next, but I think her video is set to private. So why don't we move to me next, and then Nikki can fix that while we go.
Yeah.
That's fun. Sorry about that.
That's
No
all right.
worries.
No problem. Cool. So so I'm up next. I played a little old game called North and South.
Now that is, of course, about the Battle of the Poles.
It is.
Santa versus Anti-Santa, or Xanta, with an X at the beginning.
Right.
And they do battle. One of them trying to give gifts to all of the good children, and one of them trying to take gifts from all of the bad children.
It's very intense, man.
Correct. They finally do battle at the center of the Earth, where they find Santa Prime, and they both absorb his abilities, and then they transform into a Malga Santa. And
Really?
No.
All right. Well,
What's
I
the
played
North
this
and
game,
South?
so I know it's not true.
Okay.
I actually played a game about the American Civil War.
That's less fun.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I miss Santa already.
Yeah, and this game, made by Kemco, which was one of the 4 horsemen of the video game apocalypse. Yeah. So I normally play games we've never played before. I do remember playing this as a kid. I just couldn't really remember much about it, so I decided I'll give it a shot because everything else was Civilization or like World War II games that I kept stumbling on. So Why not? It's for the NES, and there's not much else to say about it except you're fighting the slave war, and yeah. So let's just get into it. Right.
I've played this game before.
Listen to that great music.
I'm a big fan of this intro, just in general. The clouds with the silhouette.
Right?
Yeah, it's really good.
So of course I'm gonna be the heroes. Yeah, you can pick. I am the Union, and I decided to turn on.
Is this a point and click game?
It is a strategy game.
Okay.
But it's since it all takes place on one screen, it's a little bit better for the show.
I remember the Civil War was between the Americans and the computer men.
Yeah, absolutely.
The defeat at Gettysburg has seriously compromised Lee's chances of victory. The North has taken advantage of Grant advances in the Mississippi. Oh no.
Yep. So I turned on the Native Americans, the storms, and the ships. I didn't know what any of it did, so I thought I'd give it a shot. But I'm playing the Union here, so.
Now you got two guys. Oh no.
I combined two into one. There's a
you just rob a
train.
bank? What has happened?
Yep. There's
that train animation is just beautiful.
Right.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Here it is.
So here,
Dude, you almost got those horses.
This is really bad.
Yeah. So you have to switch between cannon men, infantry, and horses. And the cannon, I quickly learned, is pretty fucking useless.
You almost got those horses with it in that first shot, though.
I did.
Look at all this wasted space.
Right? So I decided I'm just going to be the one horse guy now. Oh, but now I'm dead.
Yeah.
Well, shit. This is not going well. As we know, if I lose here, maybe America is Confederate now. I don't know. We'll see. So that little train is basically collecting money as long as it gets to successfully go along in this route. And if it collects enough money, you get a new guy, which we'll find out. Which we'll see a little bit later.
But this is a double army now that you're just attacking.
Yeah. This is my super army.
Heck yes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna.
It's got two of those bad cannons.
Fuck you, Greycoat.
Back to this amazing battlefield.
Right?
Whoa, they're really good with cannons.
Yeah. So they killed all my fucking horses.
No.
But that's all right. I have, since I combined them, I have more.
Horses were the key to victory. Come on.
Horses are the most useful characters in this game.
Can you go in the holes that have been formed? And
you cannot.
Go to the underworld.
All right, so I just gotta kill. I gotta kill Cannon Man.
That didn't work.
The most annoying part of this game is once your horses run off the side, it just takes for fucking ever for them to wrap back around. But I won because the cannon retreated, so I won. So I'm like, all right, that's cool. Taking it back. I don't want to combine my guys up again though, because I want more infantry. More money. There we go. I get a new person. I gotta now choose where the hell to put him. So, yeah, sure, why not?
What does the weather do?
Dude, I'm gonna tell you, we'll never find out.
Cool, great.
It's there. It doesn't do shit as far as I'm concerned.
Shoot! Kill the horses! Oh no, Steve!
I killed some. Ah, shit. I have 2 horses left.
Oh gosh, you're gonna ruin history, Cody.
I am well on my way to fucking everything up. I apologize in advance, history.
That was pretty good. Nice juking.
Yeah, thank you. Now we have to wait for my horses to run around the world.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Run around the world, la la la.
And you just trample Daryl.
Yeah, Daryl's dead. I win. I killed all of them.
And your horses fucking...
They're just dancing.
Yeah.
They're so happy. All right, cool. So I'm fixing my failures. It's fine. But now they're trying to take over my capital, apparently.
Whoa.
So
Wait, do you just watch this happen?
No, I get to pull these guys out from the side, but I don't get to choose where they're placed, and controlling them is actually kind of hard. So I need to stop Confederate man by throwing knives and punching him, so that the clock gets to the end of the line before the boot does. So that's my goal.
That's
a
right.
weird fucking sentence.
Right?
Hey, you got him.
But he got back up. So what I'm learning right here is he can't die. I just have to slow him down so that the clock wins.
Oh, I think you figured it out.
I'm working on it.
No shit. He's got a really good punch.
He really does. He fucking Dragon Ball punches me.
This just reminds me a lot of Nidhogg.
What?
Yeah, Nidhogg is kind of a sword fighting game where, except that it's two-way running. So you're trying to get to the end.
He took my
Yeah, the South has risen again. Good job, Cody.
It's all right. It's not over yet. I don't know why it's not over yet, but it's not.
Because he's only got one dumbass army guy.
I suppose so.
15. Whoa, shit.
So here we go. We get a different battlefield at the very least.
Oh, give them
This one feels like less wasted space, but still pretty much a waste.
Yeah.
Oh no, your horses.
There's too much for me to pay attention to. No. All right, killed the infantry. I got the horsey. But now I gotta go back. Ah, shit. It's so slow.
This is going well though.
Yeah. No, I'm not doing too bad. And I killed the guy.
Dude,
all right.
Did you just win the war?
I don't know. Did I?
Well done, son.
I
You
did.
put into this bloody war by defeating the South in 3 months. Time to make America great again.
I don't know why it reflects the words like
oh,
that.
Man, someone thought that was really cool. It's
they
not.
did. Like, oh man, look
Someone
what we can
was really
do.
hoping to get a raise for that.
Yeah.
So I thought, all right, well let's try again. Let's do a different year. Let's
Sure,
go back
yeah.
to the beginning. And
I like that the Confederate Army person looks vaguely dead. Oh, that's like Elvis, Confederate
Right?
man.
Yeah.
Cool.
The Southern states have opened hostilities by taking Fort Sumner. Okay.
I start with fewer people. Also, we are sped up here by 50%.
And so you start with less territory too.
I do, yeah. So that's what the years do. They just give you different scenarios to,
I gotcha.
to start out.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah. Shit. Not doing too well. I made the computer too smart.
Oh no.
What system did you say this was for? The NES?
Mm-hmm.
So I played this as a
Still
kid.
feels like this has to be early in the life of the system.
I think it was 1990. I think.
No, wow. Okay.
I think. Here, let me look that up. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm just trying to.
Did you just win the war? Oh no.
No, I have to now storm this castle.
Okay.
Or I guess fort. But I can't fucking jump over that damn wagon, and the controls are not super responsive. So I tried jumping like right at the end of that hole, and it just doesn't fucking register.
Okay, cool. Great.
So I have to go slower than I want to go. But I punched that guy to hell.
Yeah, but you're never gonna beat that clock now, Cody.
Yeah, it's too far ahead. That fucking wagon screwed me up. And that dog, I can't attack the
Jesus
dog.
Christ, what is that dog doing?
Right?
Oh no! Oh no!
I threw a tantrum.
I think your best bet is to go and slay this Confederate then. Pirates.
Yeah. This is, we're finally seeing the boat.
Oh
which,
wait.
Delivered me a new guy.
Wait,
It's my boat.
Because I thought you were kind of winning already.
No, I needed that guy. So that I can devastate the
Sure,
South.
yeah, that makes sense.
All right.
Okay, well, you got one guy left.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you got 2 horses left.
It's all right. I got it. I
What
got
do you
this. I have to run around the world real quick. Okay, there we go.
Stalemate.
Missed them.
Horse dance.
I'm just kind of trying to wait for them to run across so I can.
Cody,
I have one left. One left.
Yeah, I was humping that house.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is 1989 when this was released.
Okay.
Just waiting.
So they could have done
I got
better
him.
with the graphics, what you're saying.
Yes. Yes. They did
Wait,
not.
you just won the war again.
I just killed him. There we go.
Oh, beautiful words, please. Yes, I love that so much. It's so good.
It's so
God,
good.
it's such a good gimmick.
All right. So that's
Can I
what
be
we
honest?
got. Huh?
I played that as a kid.
Yeah.
And definitely like hated it.
Yeah.
That don't seem so bad.
It really especially for a game developed by Kemco, it's really not that terrible.
It doesn't seem terrible.
Yeah.
It seems like there's something to it, you know. Maybe like Baby's first strategy game.
Yeah,
But,
right.
like, you know.
And you get to be the Union in the Civil War and destroy.
And you're not allowed to play as the Confederacy. Everyone knows that. That's a crime.
Yeah, no. I mean, you could if you wanted, but
You could, but you would
but then
be
you'd be a
put in
criminal.
jail. Yeah, Mario would take you.
yeah, absolutely. Yep. All right, so that's it for North and South. Not much else to say. Really wasn't that bad. I don't know if I would play it again, but that was good enough. Nikki, what'd you play?
I played Way of the Samurai, which was a PlayStation 2 game released in 2002.
Okay.
It takes place in 1878 after the fall of Tokugawa and the start of the Meiji period. It's the game itself sort of takes place in a fictional area called Rokotsu Pass. I remembered playing this game a little bit as a kid, and so that's one of the reasons why I wanted to play it now, just to kind of revisit it. It's okay. Let's get started.
Okay, sure.
Let's give it a shot.
All right.
We're still still saying.
Okay. So I'll cut this part out, but
It's
playback on other websites was disabled by the owner.
That doesn't... Okay, let me double check.
Sure.
Oh, but it keeps playing for me, and I have to hear this sound effect over and over.
It's playing for you and watch together?
Uh-huh.
Weird.
That is weird.
That's why that doesn't make any sense to me.
It's like you're logged into your YouTube account.
That might make more sense to me.
Oh. Yeah.
Let me see. Unlisted, advanced settings, all comments.
I mean, I guess I could just capture the go to the YouTube.
Oh,
page.
I see what I did.
Okay, cool.
Refresh.
Refresh. Let's do it. Refresh.
Yeah.
There we go. All
It's the
right.
samurai, the way of it.
Let's watch Way of the Samurai. Ooh.
So, I was going to include this whole opening cutscene, but after about 2.5 minutes, the cutscene was still going.
Oh my god.
Holy crap.
So I cut it out, and I wish I could say that my cuts in this week's episode are like nice. They're not. They're quick cuts. They don't fade or anything. So you're just going to see a lot of really sudden cuts in the video, and I apologize for that.
We're gonna consider them jump scares.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, give us those hits. I'm gonna scream every time.
Also, congratulations on playing the newest game you've ever played on Cartridge Blowers this week.
Yeah, a game
Thank
past the
you.
year 1999.
I did it. It feels pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm pretty proud of myself. I want to thank everybody who made this happen. My job for giving me the money to buy the parts for the
Sure,
computer.
yeah.
Yeah.
God.
What's happening in
makes
this
me love
opening?
video games.
Ah,
That
Oh,
was a
there's the
long
first
damn opening.
Yeah, well, I cut out a lot more, and it still
Yeah.
wasn't finished.
so this is the
Um,
first Way of the Samurai?
This is, yes.
Because I think there's like 4 of them.
There were, which I thought was really interesting. Here you can, create your character. I just go through all of them just to kind of show that off. Ultimately, it doesn't really matter what you pick, probably. I imagine the weapon matters later on as you progress through the game. I'm not gonna lie, I don't do too hot in this game this week, but that's fine. I didn't have a whole lot of time to record, so
right.
It is what it is. And also, when you first start the game, you're treated to the most incredible series, of tutorials.
Oh boy!
That just goes on and on and on.
Awesome.
So I jump ahead about 12 minutes.
12 minutes?
Yes, please. I've heard
Are you sure you understand it all? Oh my gosh, she's owling you.
She is, and I don't understand it all, but I also want to just start playing. Yeah.
All right.
Did you think she'd always be
here?
So I
want to note that I could not hear the music while I was playing this.
Okay.
Wow.
It's very good.
Yeah. Very much in line with what you would expect in 1870s Japan.
Oh, absolutely. I visit there often.
I mean,
yeah, me too.
There are games that do music that is much more, I would say, appropriate for, this sort of era of Japan. Like, say, Dynasty Warriors.
Sure.
There you go. Dynasty Warriors are great.
They have perfect music that is very 90s butt rock, and it's a lot better than whatever this is. Ugh, shamisen. Ugh.
Mm-hmm. So I opened up the menu because, as you know, I like to invert my controls.
Oh my god!
But this didn't have that option.
Oh, this is why you're bad at it.
Yeah.
Do you think you're bad at Mega Man because you really want to press like right to go left?
Listen, that's a 2D game. 2D games, you hold right and you're good to go.
Why does this guy have like a weird like bra to his shirt?
I think those are tattoos.
I think those are tattoos.
Oh, are they? Okay, that makes more sense.
You thought he was wearing like a
just sleeves.
Bra?
Yeah.
Like a vest with sleeves on it.
I did.
Oh, you sweet summer child.
So how early PS2 is this?
It came out in 2002.
Okay, so 2 years after.
Capitalist
by
Pig
this time
SA says they played the shit out of this.
Final Fantasy X, which had arguably better graphics, although probably similar graphics.
Sure.
If Matt's current playthrough of the game is any indication.
Yeah. Okay, so you got like a sword fighting system. Oh, that's cool. Best attack.
Oh, that's neat. Yeah.
Right? Does so much. So pretty much, and I didn't read what was probably the move list in that menu.
Sure.
So I just was mashing X and directional things just to see if that would change anything, and it largely didn't.
I want you to virtual fight it yourself right off this bridge. Just jump right over the barrier.
That was the goal, actually.
Whoa, you almost got that guy over the bridge.
Right? Like, my thought here is,
whoa, yes.
If I can get him into the ravine, maybe he'll die.
Oh, no, he didn't. There's just more fighting.
Ah.
Subuhachi is immortal. Oh. Should you be begging for your life about now? No, I've been kicking your ass.
Right? I just knocked you into a ravine, man.
Larry Fine looking asshole.
Did you ever get to experience the save system, Nikki? Mirage Leonardo says it was really terrible, but the game was good.
Was it terrible?
What was bad about the save system?
I don't know what was terrible about it.
I imagine you have to play for really long periods of time before you get to a save point or something.
Right.
And that sounds awful.
This is probably like a proto Yakuza, maybe. I feel like a lot of this seems to me like you're going to go around and talk to people and do things to help them.
You can see how I'm having difficulties controlling the
Oh
character.
boy.
It's because you have to point the direction you want to go. And
Is it like
man, is
tank controls, like Resident Evil?
Kinda.
Okay.
So you press forward to move in the direction you're facing?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh, well that, yeah.
That's
I hate,
RE.
I hate that.
And I can see that I have some small health here, and if I learned anything from that overly long tutorial, food cures you. So I want to take up this offer of free food so
Heck
that
yeah,
I,
dude.
can continue on my way of the samurai and live. Although,
just like in
spoiler
real life.
alert, right, absolutely. Spoiler alert, my path is going to be cut pretty short here in a few minutes, so
Wait, you didn't eat the food?
I have to visit her at the restaurant
Oh, I
first.
thought you went back in that little shack that was under the bridge. I thought she was a troll.
No, we're gonna see the restaurant here in a
Oh,
second.
thank God. I was worried.
I know. I was really worried that would just fall into the ether, but we're good.
Yeah. I'm glad this town that has one house in it has a gate.
Yeah, and like ground that looks vaguely like a bearskin rug.
Whoa.
Yeah, well, we just met. If he looks familiar, he should, because we just met him. He lives in that little shack down by the river.
Mirage Leonardo says you don't save. The game's meant to be played like a 70s samurai flick. If you die, that's it. You just have to play through the whole 1.5 to 2 hours of gameplay.
We stopped doing that with the
Wow.
NES, man. Like that's
That's
terrible.
awful. That's really terrible.
So Don reminds me of a character from Bushido Blade named Tony Umeda, who is like a funky Afro swordsman. I wonder if there's any connection.
Possibly, maybe.
How does it taste?
I was gonna say bad, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to start a fight with anybody.
Sure, that makes sense.
Because apparently, decisions you make in this game, like
Whoa,
impact
Don Donatellos?
Ah,
yes,
Donna.
Donna. I intend to spend the rest of my life in this country. All 10 seconds of it.
it has a permadeath system. One of the early PS2 games that had it.
Oh wait,
Interesting.
now you're speaking my
Yeah.
language.
Matt loves permadeath.
Oh
so.
boy, yes. I hope it deletes your saves when you die. There are no saves.
There are no
Not-
saves to delete.
I hope it just burns the disc in half and melts it inside your system.
It's
So what-
interesting that you can't save because it talks about memory card use at
Right?
the beginning of the game.
Yeah, it's there to fool you. Memory cards are for losers.
Yeah, I never used them.
I only use them if I wanted to feel like a failure, which was
Right.
always.
No, absolutely. That's why I've only ever played the first disc of any early Final Fantasy game.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. Oh, these guys
that
look
laugh
like
was
bullies.
great.
These are bullies. You are Suichiro Shirotoko of the Kuro family. Well, oh no, a vase fell in that woman's butt. We'll take care of this idiot. Oh, thanks. Oh, he doesn't seem as appreciative as I thought he would be.
Oh, Onimusha is a lot of fun. I love the Onimusha.
I've actually
no.
never played any of it either.
Which is cool as hell, yeah.
Yeah, all three of them are fun.
So again, some really stellar camera work.
Yeah, for sure.
This site starts out really great, just trying to get a decent camera angle.
I'm glad that Donna was like, yeah, we're going to be legendary samurais together. And he's just kind of pacing.
Yeah, he's just hanging out there watching.
Whoa.
Well, I mean, like not now, like later.
Right, later.
Later, they'll be legendary samurais together.
Right, like he needs to assess my skills as like
Sure.
a pre-legendary samurai.
So
You
why I
have to
decided
fight
have
this
you-
guy with the Ghost Rider head.
Right, yeah.
Right.
So, Were there in actual samurai times? Were there just samurai fights in the middle of the city streets like constantly?
Sure.
Yeah.
I assumed you were a samurai historian now, Nikki. Now that you've played
Oh,
11
yeah,
minutes and
after
48
12
seconds.
minutes of playthrough, I
Yes.
have gotten my PhD in samurai
Sure.
and
Just teaching a class at the local university.
Dr.
Um,
Samurai is the name of my new cult hit film.
You could.
Okay, so the Tenchu games, Mirage brings those up. Those are really cool.
Are they?
Yeah, they're stealth games. Though,
Oh, Tenchu's.
so,
Yeah.
yeah.
Those are fun.
I remember that one of the official PlayStation magazines came with a Tenchu demo, and it was super cool. Wait, did you lose?
I accidentally chose I apologize.
Whoa.
Oh.
Okay.
You're-
Oh no, you're
And
not
so
gonna.
I was like, well, I don't want to
No, wait,
apologize.
no.
I did nothing
No,
wrong.
swear,
I ate
swear
lunch.
allegiance, Nikki. No.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Fuck.
Okay. This is intriguing.
Nikki.
So you're saying that it's kind of like it's got permadeath. You die when you die. So are there like a bunch of different possible endings and deaths that end like that? Because that's kind of neat.
Yeah, there's a branching plot in this game.
Okay.
Cool.
So the decisions that you make and the things that you do can influence what happens.
Awesome.
So,
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
a cool game, and I sort of vaguely remember enjoying it as a kid. Maybe if I had more than
maybe like the memory card is used to like collect stats, like play stats, how many times you've
that
died
makes
and
sense.
stuff like that.
Actually,
CPIG says you can actually save once during the game.
just once.
Ooh, mysterious.
Oh man, these guys are Way of the Samurai's historians.
Yeah, I'm glad that we have a bunch of
No,
Way of
I'm
the
glad
Samurai
that they're
experts.
here. Like I like having that information.
Yeah,
Thank
Yeah.
you know a lot
you.
about North and South, huh? You couldn't bring us info about that because we didn't know much about it.
Yeah. Hey, we knew about the Santa and the anti-Santa
That's
great
true.
battle.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, that is it for this episode. But before
one more in the can.
one more. But before we go ahead and call the show over for the evening, Matt, what are we playing next time?
All right. Next time, viewers, you can be ready for games that are going to amaze you. They're going to wow you. They're going to knock you out of your socks. You're going to fly through the window. Your socks will be left on the ground, and people will wonder, "Oh no, where did my son go?" And they'll never find you because you have been so amazed you flew into the sun.
Sure.
We are playing games that are beloved by everybody.
Everybody.
Games that are loved by the world that we just never played for whatever reason.
All right. We've done this a couple times before.
Yeah, it's been about 30 episodes though. So
Right on.
yeah.
So awesome. So basically games that everyone else just loved the shit out of
and has played that for some reason we were just under a rock at the time.
Yeah, we're just like, you know what? Nah, we're not gonna do that.
I think the very first time we did this theme was when I found out, oh yeah, no, I definitely don't like Super Metroid.
Yeah, that's
That's
right.
right.
That's
Yeah.
when,
Right,
and
like,
now
this-
our entire audience just leaves. So-
Yeah, but also our brand is that I don't like Super Metroid.
That's true.
That is-
that you don't like Super Metroid and that Nikki's bad at Mega Man. That's
but
how
I think
it
it's because
goes.
she can't invert the controls.
Right, exactly. Yeah, she has to point right to go right. How weird.
Oh, disgusting. Oh, I'm vomiting just thinking about it. Oh.
All right, guys. So that's what you have to look forward to next
How that
time.
works.
Until then, I'm Cody Coleman. With me, as always, is Nikki Wright
I can play 2D platformers without a problem, guys.
and Matt
I mean,
Krua.
Except for Super Metroid, because that's boring. That's the problem you would have.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Until then, don't die. But Matt, what should they do?
Why, Cody? They should, of course, keep on blowing.
That's what they say.
I should have said it that way. It sounded bad and weird. I didn't like it.
Now you just made things awkward.
Keep on blowing.
What was
Well,
that voice?
We'll stop the local recording there. All right.
Leonardo. It is Metroid. I don't I don't love it. I understand it's important.
Have you
So.
maybe tried playing like a newer Metroid and seeing if that changes things?
Well, I have played Zero Mission. I didn't love it. I've also tried the Metroid Prime games. I actually actively despise those.
You played them on our show too.
Didn't like it.
They're releasing a new one, right? A new
Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah.
And like I'm not gonna shut in anyone's cereal about it. Like if you love Metroid, I'm glad that another one is coming out, and I hope that you enjoy it. It's not for me though, and so.
Yeah. Return of Samus. I had that for the Game Boy. I remember liking it. They're remaking it actually.
They've remade it twice.
Yeah.
In the past year.
Oh no!
Did Cody just die?
Cody left.
Which means the stream died, right?
I'm not sure.
This is interesting.
I only have the Twitch chat open.
I have Twitch chat open, but
what happened?
I don't know.
A great question, sir.
Sure, I'm back now though. All right, cool. We're back. Let me lower my capture size. I don't know what happened. I don't know, guys.
Oh, you were by yourself.
I was for just
Okay.
a few minutes. All right. Let's flip my. Here we go. All right, now we're set back up. We're good. We're good. All right. So the show proper is over, but we still have some after show stuff. We're going to come up with a title, and Matt's going to come up with a hilarious introduction that he needs to read. So did the stream? No, the stream did not die. The stream's still good. It's just I couldn't see you guys anymore. Okay, so I actually did not write down very many titles this week.
Neither did I.
Yeah. I wrote down at peak Joy-Con. Whoopsie, I started a war. Wolverblade, the Costco Wolverine. And just let the clock get to the line before the boot does. The end. That's all. That's all I got. Nikki, what'd you got?
More than what I had. Now I am the Spider Slayer. Peak
good.
Joy-Con. And straight up history, which I hate.
Why did you write it down? And then tell us about it.
I didn't hate it in the moment.
But now you hate it? All right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So this is what we have to vote for. If you guys would like to help us pick the title.
Andy also has, I've gotten my PhD in Samurai.
Oh, okay. All right. I do not see that. Where did Abby tell you that?
In the Twitch chat.
Oh. I did not see that. Oh, there. For some reason, I'm behind
Which
in the Twitch chat.
Andy and Capitalist Pig SA vote for.
Okay. Well, that's 2 votes for one of them. All right. So these are what you have to vote for. Everybody can vote. At Peak Joy-Con, Whoopsie, I started a war. Wolverblade, the Costco Wolverine. I'm gonna axe the boot one. Sorry, guys. Now I am the Spider Slayer. Straight up historied, and I've gotten my PhD in Samurai. There are 2 votes for I've gotten my PhD in Samurai. Does anyone vote for something else?
We could go with PhD in Samurai. That's a fun sentence.
Sure. Amber also likes Costco Wolverine and Whoopsie, I started a war. So, Matt, do you have a preference of those 3? Nope. Everyone is very tired. Let's see. Let's just go with Samurai.
Type in a script.
That's true.
I'm busy, Dad.
Yeah, he's working.
That's
Get off
true.
my
I'm
back.
sorry. You're doing very important work. I
Get
apologize.
on a bus, Gus. You don't gotta be.
The other day, I was on the phone with Dylan, and I forget what made me say it, but I was like, "Gotta speed, Keed," and he didn't hear or understand me, and he was like, "What are you saying?" And I was like, "Gotta speed, Keed," and he's like, "Got pee speed?" And I was like, "No."
Wait, he didn't
Oh my
understand you, or he doesn't.
Speed.
He doesn't know what got a speed keyed means.
He doesn't know what got a speed keyed means. Like,
All right.
he
Okay.
didn't watch Sonic.
God
But, like,
damn it! God damn it!
I know.
There's so many reasons just to fucking kick that dude to the curb, and that's at the top.
Tell me about it. But
Next time, tell him
That
he's
was
got
a
to blow
fun thing.
bros, and you'll be good to go.
well, after we got to the understanding, I was like, yeah, and Sonic, they had a whole bunch of them. Gotta buzz, cuz gotta speed, kid, gotta blow, bro, which is really bad. And he was like, are you making this up? Like, this is bullshit, right?
Nope.
It's like, no, go and watch the 90s Sonic cartoon.
The juice is loose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even Brooke knew got a speed keyed. So,
Right.
But yeah, so while Matt writes the introduction, what should we talk about? Anything?
The one thing the one thing I forgot to mention during the show is I downloaded the new Unreal Tournament on this computer. And before, like a year or two ago on the show, when I said that I downloaded and played it and the graphics were bad, that's just because my laptop was bad. The graphics are actually pretty great.
Okay.
It's still in pre-alpha, and I feel like they've all but abandoned it at this point, which is really disappointing.
That's too
because
bad.
it could have been cool, I think.
That's too bad.
Yeah. It
But
is too bad.
man, I haven't played the new one. I should.
You should give it a try.
Yeah. The original Unreal Tournament is a game that has a special place in all of our hearts, I think.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. I have not played it in I don't even know can modern computers run it? I don't know.
My potato laptop could. And I did play that I don't know, maybe 5 months ago.
Oh. Wow. Okay, cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's
I brought
see.
my mouse home from work and I was like, I've got some time.
Right on. Chat room, you guys play anything recently that you just feel like the world should know is great or awful? Now I wait for the delay to catch up to them.
Awesome. Let's see. Ambi's gonna get back into Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yeah, I should play that. I've been wanting to get around to playing some more PC games. I haven't in a while, including playing Stardew Valley again. I kind of got out of the habit for a little bit. I did figure out how to get Super Mario Crossover to run through Steam, so I can play it with a controller on my streaming devices. And that game's a lot of fun. I can be a Skeleman from the Castlevania series, and that's weird but fun. Next month, really? That's cool. I hear Nintendo's E3 is going to be all about Smash Brothers, talking about stuff.
Episode number?
131.
Okay. Title?
I've gotten my PhD in Samurai.
Gotcha.
You think it's just going to be about Smash Brothers?
That's their primary focus. At least that's what the articles I've read have indicated.
Word is it's Smash and Fire Emblem and
yes,
Pokemon?
Pokemon? That would make sense.
And there was something else, I forget what. Smash and Fire Emblem were a thing. Yoshi.
Oh yeah, that's not out yet. I would like to get that to play with my wife. But yeah, it'll be fun. And yeah, multiplayer Stardew. We'll get some streaming of that in on the show. That'll be good. We'll be a little out of normal rotation for the next episode. I will not be in town the next time we record, so we'll have to postpone a week. So it'll be 3 weeks before the next recording, unfortunately. But this one will be out before I head out next Friday.
I don't think Nintendo will announce Kingdom Hearts 3. Ambi, I think that's going to be a Square Enix announcement. And good luck on getting them to tell you anything.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be a PlayStation 4 game as well, and as opposed to Nintendo. I'm sure it'll be a Sony exclusive. All the Kingdom Hearts games are, except for like their mobile shit, which has been on Nintendo platforms.
Yeah.
Be great though. I actually am kind of excited about Kingdom Hearts 3. It looks fun. Even though goddamn that convoluted story about fucking Disney crossovers.
Yeah.
It's going to be on X.
Damn it, we lost Cody again. So it's going to be on the Xbox One, Amber?
Cody still has the Twitch stream. We don't.
What does it keep doing?
It's a good question. I don't know.
All right, I'm not changing my capture size again. We have Matt. That's all that matters. Matt's practicing.
Okay, I guess I'm ready.
Okay.
You guess? Do you want to practice one more time?
No.
All right.
Okay.
I'll start the recording. All right. Whenever you're ready, sir.
Great Scott, viewer! I'm future Matt, and I've come back to fight crime from a future time. But the time stream is in flux, my friends, and if we're not quick, we're going to completely damage the space-time continuum. You see, there are certain time periods where we must fix chronal anomalies, and the only way to get there is through playing historical video games. Yes, there is an underlying plot for this episode that will not be referenced again inside of it. Anyway, I play historical video games. I travel to the Roman invasion of Britannia to throw a human head at a guy and scream a lot in Wolverblade. Cody is stuck in the Civil War, showing the superiority of horse over cannon in North and South. And Nikki is stuck in ancient Japan, where afros were super big, I guess, in Way of the Samurai. All this, and we've looked at the future. And the future is cardboard? What? It's Cartridge Blowers, episode 131. I've gotten my PhD in samurai. Now, listen, viewer. I'm going to need your help as well. I need you to get access to the greatest time travel video game of all. You know the one with the guy with the red dome piece, and he's got to go to different eras to stop the big spiky monster from causing a horrible end for everyone. Mario's Time Machine. I need you to play that. This is not a prank. You should definitely play that game. It's super good. It's not.
It's definitely not super good.
It's not. It's bad. It's a bad game.
It's a real bad game.
Yeah.
That was a good intro, though. I like that a lot.
Thanks. I had to get in the costume. That's future Matt.
Yeah.
He's disheveled from all of the future.
You did this with your hair.
Yeah.
No, nothing changed.
It got a little crazy. It was crazier. And I put it back a second ago.
Oh, okay.
I understand. No, like, this is different from that. That's different.
Totally. It's so different. I almost
maybe?
didn't recognize you.
I can't hear who Cody is agreeing with, and I don't really care because I know it's me. So
I'd mute myself. No, I was agreeing with Nikki.
oh, you're incorrect.
Oh.
You actually both have really bad vision. So let's see.
I mean,
That's true.
Yeah, and my vision is perfect and beautiful. I'm getting a haircut tomorrow, so it was the only time I could do that bit.
Fair enough.
Now it's gone, and now I'll never
Yeah.
do it again.
You know, I have a feeling you could do that bit tomorrow too. Post.
I don't think I could because like that's totally different.
It's so different. You're right. I totally didn't recognize you, like I said
Wow.
earlier.
It's like that's your Superman costume.
Oh, where did Matt go? His hair is so different.
This is really insane. I don't understand. Like I'm kind of worried about you.
You're literally moving 2 pieces of hair over. No, dude, it is not that different.
It's pretty different.
You inverted
honestly,
the x-axis, and
Yeah,
now Nikki
it's
feels
like
more at home.
That makes sense.
Different than this, and it's not.
It makes sense. It makes sense that you wouldn't understand because you are bad at controls, and so you would probably be bad at other things like seeing. So that makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I know it's late for you guys, so feel free to call it a night.
Peace. See you, Twitch.
Yeah.
See you, Nikki. See
Bye,
you, Cody.
George. Thanks for hanging out with us. It was nice talking.
Yeah.
It's always
Come
fun
back.
to have
Come
it.
back soon.
Absolutely.
I'm nearing the end of grad school for this semester, and so we can get back to more streaming.
Yeah.
It's been a pretty hectic last 2 weeks. So
I bet.
you
All right,
have a good
well,
night.
have a good night, man.
Bye.
Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Talk to you tomorrow.
And Mirage, thank you for hosting us. That was
sweet.
yeah,
Thanks
that was really
for
awesome.
hosting,
Thank you
man.
so much.
Awesome.
Yeah. So we'll be back to our normal schedule starting 3 weeks from now. We'll definitely Matt will be playing between now and then, I'm sure. So yeah. But thanks for hanging out. Until next time. Bye everybody.
See ya.
End of the Twitch. Yeah, so I'll tell you what I told Matt. Since we are going to have company that will be over here starting at 7, which is not a lot of time before the show.
Sure.
When everyone gets here, just text me and I'll come on over. I won't come over early unless they happen to just want to leave before then. And then as soon as it's done, we'll be in the house, so I can just come right in and we can start the show. And then I will not be here the next week. I don't like having missed 3 episodes in a month, but last week,
what it is.
I totally intended to actually be on the show. I set an alarm and everything, but my phone would not apparently did not update the time. My alarm went off, and I looked at